And we're back.
And we're out. I'm kidding.
We're out, huh?
Welcome back. Goodbye.
Yeah.
There's my one.
Glad to be back with you folks out there. Hope you had a good 4th of July and all that. We've had a lot of things going on for the last couple of weeks, so we haven't been able to be here, but for you guys. But we're here tonight and got a couple of things to talk about, and we'll get into that shortly. But first, let me say, Lone Star, give them a hello there.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody. How you doing? It's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has been. It's been what?
2 weeks.
It's
Been a few weeks.
been a few weeks. Yeah. But no, we are all back. We are happy to be back.
Back to the regular grind, per se.
Well, I kind of like the routine after a while, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the things for the last 2 weeks were not good things for us to be off for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
I went out
but-
because I couldn't move.
well, I mean, there's been a lot going on. It's kind of like, Mariah and I hit on Friday night over there on Rockabilly Radio.
Right.
We talked about with, of course, my Friday night hiatus has been, either due to holidays or, trips out of town, weddings, boat trips.
Damn inconsiderate people.
I know, right? I swear to God, but I mean, it's been kind of chaotic around these parts here lately.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're actually all back in studio finally, starting to get back into somewhat of a routine, at least this week.
Get somewhat normal, I guess you might call it, but our normal is not always very normal.
No.
No.
But it's great to be back with everybody tonight, and I got it. Like I said, we got a couple of things. I've had people asking me. One of the questions that a lot of people have been asking me is, what do I will think, or those of us on the show, what do we think that can be the individual or the regular citizen out there, what they can do to help get rid of this divisive way it is in our government right now.
Oh Lord.
And this everything is just divided. And the racism and everything else that everybody's hollering about, trying to keep that alive when there is none, they try and make some.
I think Morgan Freeman said it best.
Yeah.
But he-
Bullshit.
No, it's not even so much as bullshit. It's
No, that was his
Well,
line with Don Lemon. That was amazing.
Oh
well,
yeah. Well, he was in an interview with somebody else on 60 Minutes, where they asked him,
Oh yeah.
he's like, well, what do you think is the best way to get rid of racism? He's like, quit talking about
Quit talking about it.
well,
it. Just
exactly.
quit
Well,
talking
forget
about it.
it. There is none. Just forget. The
Oh yeah, that would.
He's like, why
When's-
should my history be?
When's
delegated?
White History Month?
or
well,
when's-
I'm
I'm
Jewish.
Okay,
Okay, well, it's Jewish.
well, I don't want one. Okay, so
all this woke bullshit and all that kind of stuff
Morgan
going on.
Freeman.
They asked me, well, what can we do about it? Well, I'm going to tell you about the best thing that you can do.
Uh-oh.
Mine's on silent.
nope. Well, mine's on vibrate. We have a caller.
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh.
We have a caller, and here's the rule: if you don't know, when you call when we're on the air,
You're on the air.
you're on the air. So here we go. Yeah. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi,
Hello. Who is this?
it's your daughter.
Hello, Miss Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to say I love you and miss you all, and I hope everyone had a great 4th of July.
Well, thank you. We do appreciate that. And
Thank you much.
yeah.
I think the biggest thing about the 4th of July I've been trying to get across is for people to really understand what the 4th of July is, what we're celebrating that day.
I can't hear, Grandpa.
I'm sorry. I better.
She's
Oh,
just having a
you're
hard
on the
time
phone.
hearing.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on the actual
Yeah.
telephone.
Yeah. It's,
So
well, the 4th of July is all about 1776 Independence Day, the day we were declared a United States of America. And that's where it's going to stay.
Hey, I got some good news news for everybody.
Okay, what's up? What's the good
Liam,
news?
your grandson, Grandpa, your great grandson, is finally walking all on his own, and he is trying to run.
All right.
Hey, there we go.
They like to run once they can
Yeah.
get the.
Well, now you're never gonna catch him.
Yeah, there you go.
He gone.
He's on the move.
Yeah.
He gone.
Yes, he is.
And toddler.
Absolutely
Right.
love it. Hold on. I was trying to get him to lay down for a nap, but he won't. So,
Gotcha. Well, Kelly, we gotta let you go so we can get back to the show. But thank you for calling in. We'll talk to you here later on.
here, hold on just a second. Come here, mistress. All right. Ready? Say hi. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Oh my God. Say hi. Oh,
There it is. There it is.
Okay.
So-
say hi. He's just staring at the phone.
like, whoa, what's really going on?
Like I have
Boys
to say
first
hi to
time
this
on air.
thing.
Yeah, right.
Aw, giving kisses to everybody.
There we go.
All right.
Nice. All right. Well, Kelly, we'll let you go. We'll talk to you more here later on.
All right. I love you, Dad.
All right. Love you too, sweetheart.
Say hi.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Love you. Talk to you later.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Anyhow, back to all this divisiveness and all this divisiveness or whatever it is.
Divisiveness.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Uh,
word is.
Yeah. They asked me
Uh-oh.
what I thought we could,
Uh-oh.
individual
Relic.
could do about it.
Good seeing you, brother.
I honestly gotta tell you, Don,
You know what I
it's
said?
gonna take you about a generation to fix
No.
that.
At least.
Well,
At
no,
least.
bare minimum.
the people have to vote. That's the number one thing. You have to get out and vote. And when you vote, make sure that you've studied it and learned exactly what the bills are saying, what the person is, what their records are, that the person you're voting for. Make sure you've investigated to see what their records are, so you know which way they're going to vote.
You know where they learn how to do that? School.
Yeah, unfortunately,
have
a lot of that's been
well-
indoctrinated.
Yep.
You learn. You've got to walk away from that and stand back and look and see
That's
And-
why I
and
say
get the
at
truth
least the
of what. Look at the records, the
The-
true records of
the
what people have done.
bare minimum.
But
It'll take a generation for
You-
that to go away or get fixed.
the
If
other
it does.
the other thing is you have to really watch these bills and stuff that they put on there for you to vote on, because
The hard
They'll-
part about that
they'll
is
say those bills, they'll write them so that a lot of times if you say yes, it's the wrong thing.
it does the opposite of what
Yeah,
you think
It
it'll do.
no means yes and yes means no.
You have to.
Oh, I thought you were
you
going
have
to say
read
no means yes
legalese.
and yes means in the butt. I mean, what?
But
What? No, that's
What-
what,
what?
means.
Yeah, no, that's the beautiful thing of duct tape. It turns- no.
well,
Yeah.
that's like the.
Yeah, I'm going to hell. It's fine,
actually-
though.
I'll drive the bus.
I
It's
call it.
fine though.
I call it what they're doing with these politicians. Everything what they do is it's smoke and mirrors.
But yeah,
That's exactly
they've
what it
they've
is.
done that forever. Every government that has ever existed has done that.
Well,
No government has been like, this is the absolute truth, and we are the golden child, and always tell all the truth, and we protect everybody equally. No
Yeah.
government has done that ever. I dare you to show me one.
Right.
I'm the guy.
Well, it's funny because I actually shared a video here a while back.
Especially this one, having Coke in the White House and not sharing.
Yeah. What?
I mean, fuck.
What? 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 I mean, yeah. Actually, if I
Swear to
could-
God, it was the guy who just did a tour. It wasn't the fucking junkie.
that's another one. I was just
I want to see if I could find a video I posted here a little while back. It was actually about talking about with the difference between the constitutional republic and a democracy.
Oh yeah, democracies are bad. It's bad.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Matter of fact,
Exactly. Exactly.
That was actually, oh God, what was his name?
Oh,
What was that
sorry.
man's name?
I
I forgot.
don't remember. They got
But that was done a while ago.
Dan
right?
Yeah,
Smoot.
quite a while
Yeah,
back.
and
Dan Smoot is who did that spiel.
yeah, and like this has been going on for
Well,
decades.
I'm not sure if it
and
actually come
decades.
across over here on the.
But
I'm not sure if it actually come across over here on the live feed, on the video feed. So
But
I will.
that's
actually,
what our great left people, that's the
Yeah.
strong left,
they have
they
controlled the
don't want-
language.
they don't want a constitutional republic
Oh,
where
hell no.
everybody has individual rights.
No, they hate the
They
fact
want-
we have rights.
They want everybody to be
Controlled.
controlled by the government
Right.
and
Yeah,
do what they tell them to do when they tell them to do it.
Mhm.
And
they are better than you.
yeah.
That's
right.
They think they know what's best for us, and they don't.
So for the folks that are actually watching over here on our live feed, I'll go and play it one more time. So you guys, for those that are in the back,
Equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty. A democracy always degenerates into dictatorship, which promises government guaranteed equality and security, but it delivers nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules. America was founded as a constitutional republic to safeguard the liberties of the people against the tyranny of democracy or of one-man dictatorship.
okay, for those in the back that didn't hear it the last time, a constitutional republic is what? It protects individual liberty
Right.
against the tyranny of democracy.
Exactly.
think about this for a democracy.
Roll that
If
around
if-
in your heads
yeah,
for a
like,
minute.
Well, like think about this for a democracy. California suffers from two things every single year: massive fires and severe droughts. You hear about it all the time. Like there's no water in California ever. And then they get all their
What?
Or
they
it's
get-
flooded out.
or it's flooded out somehow. Like they get all of their water pretty much from out of state. And then so if California went, hey, Oregon has a lot of water, we vote to get Oregon's water. And they have a crap load more people than Oregon does.
Absolutely.
And they could then vote in a democracy, they could vote to just take Oregon's water.
you
And
realize
so
There's
it'd be
nothing
you
we
like-
can
talk
do about it.
California being so big, but you realize that they are in danger of losing up to at least two of their congresspeople.
Uh-huh.
Because
Two
people are
more
moving-
seats,
two more seats.
which
because
means somewhere
people
else
are-
in the country,
people
yeah,
are moving
another
out.
state is getting one or two more seats.
Exactly.
But
Watch it be
Yeah.
Texas and Florida.
Exactly.
even though,
Those are the two states
like,
that are growing the most.
well, like, even though they're losing two, they still have like 50.
Right. And here's the funny thing about it. So Robert Allen Shin, matter of fact, our neighbor across the canyon
Right.
goes by the nickname of Relic. Anyhow, it says Congress does not write the bills, lobbyists do. And you know what? He's not wrong. Unfortunately.
That's kind of like the laws in the military. They're not written by the generals. They're written by freaking lieutenants, and the generals
Right.
sign off on them.
Unfortunately. So anyhow, go
That's
ahead, Pop.
about as
Sorry.
good- That's as good a way of saying it. But until we can look past the smoke and the mirrors and all that kind of stuff, and really study it and and get involved in your elections enough to find out what is what.
Yeah.
Then do your voting with your head and not your heart. Just because you don't like somebody, look and see what they do and how they do it. And if they accomplish what they are going to do, that's the ones you want to go for.
Vote on fact, not feel.
Yes, exactly.
I hear you on
Just
that
because
one.
just
The
because
other
you don't
side
like the
won't.
way somebody says something, just because you don't like the way somebody says something, or you think he's rude or she's rude or whatever.
These are the people that are calling MAPs a thing.
Well,
You know what that is, Don?
MAPs.
Yeah. Minor attracted peoples.
Oh, you mean pedophiles that need to be
Yeah.
drug out in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's the other side that you're trying to change.
Oh.
Like they've changed to a point where we are not the same. the
But
it's to the point where I'm like, nope, I can't even talk to these people. I can't even try to convince them they're wrong because they're
They
just
won't discuss it.
fundamentally wrong.
they will not look at anything with an open mind. They've
No.
got what they want, and that's the way it's got to be.
Yeah, their
And it
mind is
isn't.
opened into a gutter that cannot be filled with a flower because it's not even fertilizer that's in there. At least flowers grow out of fertilizer.
Right.
This is just pure hell.
Well, speaking of things that are pure hell, you guys are gonna love this one unless you haven't heard about it yet. So more of a local gig to us here.
Oh Lord.
So Multnomah County, not the city of Portland.
No.
Multnomah County, the county itself, of which
Okay,
Portland is the seat of,
got it.
to distribute drug paraphernalia supplies for street drug users.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Multnomah County has confirmed it will start distributing clean tinfoil, straws, glass pipes, and snorting kits
Portland.
to street drug users.
Yeah.
No, this is
No, not in
Multnomah
Portland.
County.
I know, but the Portland mayor said to this afternoon on my way in here to
Yeah.
the show, said, no, they won't do it in Portland.
Well,
Too
Yeah.
bad. Like,
so anyhow, so let me
County tour
let me
Portland
finish
the
with the
fuck off.
story
Yeah, I
first,
know.
okay?
Go ahead.
And then you guys can give your opinions here.
I have no
Let me lay it out first, and then
Yeah, go ahead.
go from there. So anyhow, with a focus on individuals who smoke fentanyl, methamphetamine, or crack, the decision comes as a response to changing drug use behaviors, particularly the increasing prevalence of fentanyl over heroin, which is funny because it's still an opioid. The Multnomah County Health Department stated that fewer individuals are seeking clean needles for intravenous drug use. The county's harm reduction program has experienced a decline in individuals seeking clean syringes, with a 30% decrease from 2019 to 2022. In 2019, 3,300 people sought clean syringes, whereas in 2022, the number decreased to just over 2,300. Overall, visits to the program dropped almost 61% the same period, from 14,337 visits to 5,625. The MCHD believes that by offering a wider range of supplies, including smoking and snorting tools, they can increase engagement with drug users. This would provide opportunities for health education, resource referrals, and testing for HIV, STIs, and Hep C. Additionally, the agency aims to gain better insight into emerging public health issues affecting this population. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler expressed apparent opposition to the county's new harm reduction offerings, suggesting that it might encourage fentanyl use. The MCHD declined to comment on the mayor's statement directly, but emphasized that the provision of safer drug use supplies does not increase illegal drug use. They cited existing research that indicates the same logic applies to smoking supplies as it does to syringe access. So yeah.
That's exactly what.
Yeah,
they were
while
saying
these
this afternoon.
smoking supplies are currently considered drug paraphernalia under Oregon law, the Multnomah County Health Department already distributes items labeled as such, including fentanyl test strips. House Bill 2395, awaiting Governor Tina Kotek's signature, could potentially change the legal designation, which she's still on the fence of whether or not she's going to sign. The county's goal in updating the supplied items is to re-engage clients who switched to smoking, newly engaged clients who solely smoke or snort drugs, and support clients who are reducing injecting frequency in favor of smoking or snorting when possible. So essentially, we're not going to try and encourage people to get off the drugs. We're just going to encourage how they take them.
Easier for them.
Now, I will say that while on the way here, like you said, talking about it on the way here, Multnomah County, since this article has come out, has since been stepping back on their position.
Oh.
And now they're talking about maybe just completely scrapping this altogether. But it is still out there. They haven't completely walked away from it yet. So I'm sorry, when
Yeah.
you have the likes of Ted Wheeler going, yeah, no, bad idea. What does that what does
Well,
that tell you?
Ted Wheeler in his city, they've already
What he's
decriminalized every single fucking drug
Not just
that
that.
exists.
well, it's not just them.
They do-
They did it at the state
Yeah,
legislature.
it's like it's everywhere. And so for
And
him to go,
they-
no, we're not distributing anything. Okay, you already are, basically.
yeah.
But
Like-
you got to remember, Lone Star, their DAs and everything there, they decriminalized all criminality.
The thing about it is
Not
that
just that.
well, it's
But
not so much as they decriminalize what it. So now they're trying to take a step back.
too late.
Even though that they've said, yeah, no, we're not going to do this now. We're really not interested in doing this now like we were before. Now that we actually have an uproar from our county seat, which is Portland. When you have Ted Wheeler, going, yeah, that's a little too
See,
much on the drug, eh?
there's
You
three
got
things.
that,
There's three
but
things
they
I want to say about that.
decriminalized. So when
He
they
probably caught
decriminalized
hell.
it, I imagine probably
Yeah.
so. Well, you got to remember, it's the county. It's not
Yeah.
the city of
There's-
Portland
yeah.
There's
that did it. It's like saying Oregon City said this, and now Clackamas County now in its entirety now has to go. That's not how
Yeah.
it works.
there's three things about this that Ted Wheeler doesn't want to admit. The ship has kind of sailed. The barn doors are open and the cows are gone. And the bag, there's no more cats in that bag.
Right. So even though the state of Oregon has decriminalized, i.e., jail time for small amounts of hard drugs, and this ultimately falls back onto Oregon ballot measure 110, which was passed a couple of years ago, which has been a ultimate failure.
Uh-oh.
And it's the whole deal with trying to get people more treatment for drug abuse. It hasn't done squat for anybody.
See, I grew up in an era, and you went to school when this was a thing too. Do you remember this little government program called DARE? Hi.
Yeah, no, I was waving at people checking in. So
Yeah. We had this thing
yeah,
growing up in
drug
the
abuse
80s and
resistance
90s.
education.
Yeah, called
Yeah.
DARE. And
Yeah.
apparently
dare to keep kids off of drugs.
apparently it's still around. And so the government
Well, they're
is
not
actually,
doing a
and
very
so
good job,
The government is
apparently.
funding DARE, and now they're wanting to fund giving these people drugs. So if that doesn't tell you right there that the government does not have your best interest at heart and do not trust these people, I don't know what
Yeah, you can't.
I don't
make
know
this
what
shit
else
up.
does.
You can't make this shit.
On the
up.
one hand, they're saying, don't do drugs, kids. And on the other hand, they're going, here's your needles.
right? Right.
They want you confused. They want you in a corner. They want you hooked on something,
Right.
and they want you begging them for more stuff. That's what this keeps people from thinking.
But
Don.
that's the only thing. That's the only way they keep their power is if they keep
And-
everybody confused, so they think they have control of them, and that's what they want. They want everybody confused because it gives them more power over the people.
But having the things like that because like that's why I tell you, like you can tell people to go vote and to read the ballots all you want, but people are not that divisive nature, that complete I hate the other side. Like I don't
No.
hate them, I just don't associate, and I won't even speak to them anymore because it's pointless. It's meaning,
right.
it's a literal waste of air for me to look at
It's-
someone
So
that
when
is
you-
like you can't even be spoken. If I can speak
Well-
with someone and not raise my voice, that's a good conversation.
yeah,
But if I look at someone and I go, I think I don't think the United States is fascist, and they go, you're a racist. Conversation's done.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no convincing
there's
this
no
person.
conversation.
There's no talking to you. You're a waste of time.
Unfortunately.
No, they are a waste of time because
That's what I
They
said.
they haven't got a clue as to
And
what.
so that's why I say it's going to take a minimum of one generation, a minimum of one
And you know what?
generation
It-
to
it's funny.
eliminate that
Well,
mindset.
what can you expect when they're
But-
teaching the kids
Yeah,
that
like you have to
like-
change the schools, which is what I,
kindergarten and first
Yeah.
grade, and they're even teaching the kids now. You got, you're no good if you're a girl, or you're no good if you're a
Yeah,
boy.
they
You got to
gotta-
change to this or change to that.
So Wendy
I-
Passmore checks in, and she says it's never going to get better until the parents start doing a better job.
shout out Loudoun County.
Yeah, the parents need to do a better job educating their children. It starts at home with the parents being clean. Yeah, That is
Yeah.
very true.
That's a good one.
That's a good
That
point.
is-
Very
Yep.
good point.
The parents high on something, the kids are going to want to be high on something too later on in life.
Well,
And-
they learn the behavior from somewhere.
Yeah.
The
And
the behavior of people is not. People aren't born with them. It is
oh no,
learned
behaviors are
traits.
totally learned.
Behaviors are a completely learned
And
trait.
There is every kid is born impressionable as shit. And like they're going to be base human,
Right.
but,
Well, you know what though?
but you are an impressionable little child, and you will pick up habits.
Yeah. So here's my answer to drugs. You know what my answer to drug use is? Get them outside. Get them out and get them out into woods.
The wood.
So this
Find some
article,
mushrooms.
Oh my God. Stay away from the ones with the purple caps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this comes to us out of Military Times. Looking for a summer vacation spot? Try a lifetime national park pass. For folks looking for vacation destinations this summer, this is the first year service members, veterans, and their families can access national parks and other government land free of charge without having to renew the pass each year. The Interagency Military Pass covers entrance fees at a variety of government lands, including National Park Service, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, U.S. Forest Service, and Bureau of Land Management, the actual BLM.
Yeah.
The actual
Wow.
BLM.
The
It's-
real one, not,
yeah.
not the fake one that makes millions of dollars. It's a nonprofit, not that one.
Allegedly.
No, that's a fact. Now that we got statements.
Instead of renewing the pass each year, families can receive a lifetime pass. We have a sacred obligation to America's veterans, Secretary of the Interior Deb Haaland said in a statement announcing the plan in November. I'm proud the Department of the Interior can provide veterans and Gold Star families opportunities for recreation, education, and enjoyment from our country's treasured lands. Lifetime pass holders will not have to pay entrance fees for all passengers in the vehicle entering the land, according to the statement. Veterans can present a DoD identification card, Veterans Health Identification Card, a Veterans ID card, or driver's license with the Veterans designation to get the lifetime pass. The new lifetime pass is part of the Alexander Lofgren Veterans in Parks Act, which passed in December of 21, according to the statement. The legislation authorized free lifetime access to federal lands for veterans. This pass is an alternative to the annual military pass. Military pass has been available to active duty members since 2012. In 2022, the National Park Service recorded 312 million visits to its 424 national park sites. End of article. So, with that being said, I also went ahead and looked up, for those of you that may be curious, going over here, if you want to know where to get that. As a matter of fact, Lone Star.
Yeah, that is at
Right.
the store.usgs.gov/military pass. That's a capital military and capital pass, one word. You can go there and you can actually look up and purchase and get a lot of these things here for $10.
Very nice.
$10
And that's
forever.
online.
That's
So,
online.
yeah.
Online
What-
and in person, it's free.
So if you go to a place where they actually, go to a park site
Right.
where they actually distribute the pass or
Yeah,
sell
right.
the pass or
At
whatever,
sites that issue passes.
it free 99. And free 99 is a very good price.
You got
Free
that
99
right.
is a good price.
Which I tell you what, there's a lot of places where I've been wanting to go, but you know,
I'm honestly willing like, and even the $10 processing fee, I'm like, it's
that's nothing.
$10. If you're too busy to go out to a place that actually issues these things, which it might cost you $20 in gas to get there, but you can just straight up go on the computer for $10 and you got it.
Yep. Ta-da! Which, if you ask me, that's not a bad
That's not a
deal.
bad price for forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
And the nice thing about it too is, a lot of national parks, when you go to them, they'll charge you not just for the driver of the vehicle, but they'll charge for bodies.
yeah, and this here
It's,
has 3 additional adults that you can take up to, like, it's for the pass owner and up to additional 3 adults 16 and over at sites that charge per person. So That's a good pass.
Absolutely.
That's a great that's a family getaway for $10.
Yep. Another one of the frequently asked questions on it says, if I purchase an $80 annual pass earlier in the year, can I return the pass and get a refund? It's the government. What do you think?
Yeah, refunds will not be issued.
Right?
Literally is the only sentence under that for your annual pass. Everything else is like bullet points and this. Now this is 5 words and one sentence.
Right?
Refunds will not be issued.
No, it will not. And what documentation is required for the military annual pass? Like we talked about earlier, current military independence, current members of the U.S. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force, and how to do the Donald Trump Space Force, anyhow, and National Guard with
Space
valid
Force.
DoD CAT card, dependents of current U.S. military members with the valid DD Form 1173, cadets with their CAT card, and
Cadets.
yep, apparently U.S. military cadets with a valid CAT card, and U.S. active reservists do not need to be deployed with valid CAT card.
Ah.
Yeah. Now, the following individuals groups do not qualify for the annual interagency military annual pass. Foreign military members, including those stationed in the U.S. I didn't know we had any foreign military.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of foreign military stationed in the United States. You kidding me?
We got Aussies. We got
Yeah, we got Brits.
Well,
we
I
got
know
Aussies.
okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't know that we had duty stations.
There's Iraqis that are stationed here.
well. We have some of them that are
I've trained with them.
Okay, again.
they switch.
Okay, so again, like I say this, when I say station, I mean like they have their own duty station, not they're sent over for training or whatever else. You know what I mean?
Embassies.
It's fair. I mean, it's not like us, having places like, station in Okinawa or, or Germany or something.
Okinawa's ours.
My point
Well, they have,
you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have a duty station or a post like
But
we
they do
do in
have.
other parts.
but we do have those that are like exchange students.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah.
We have exchange military,
Yeah, absolutely.
and they are on a duty station and actually doing duty here.
Yeah. Like they do exist. That is a thing.
So, yeah. But that's what they're talking about, I think.
Yeah, National
be-
Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. NOAA employees don't get one.
Yeah. Sorry, Noah.
Sorry, Noah.
Public health service members, inactive U.S. reservists, civilian military contractors, and civilian military employees. So those are the folks that
Those are the folks that are SOL.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'll tell you
Noah.
what,
Yeah, can dependents of National Guard and the Reserve members acquire a pass? Dependents of deployed military members with the DoD Form 1173 may obtain a pass. So, if your hubby has been downrange,
If you got an ID card to get into a military base, you can get one. That's what I'm hearing.
right?
Is if you can-
But here's the thing, though: if your hubby's in, the reserves or the guard, they have to be active or go downrange.
Mhm.
Basically, if they're not entitled 10, you're SOL.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That sucks. But oh well.
So can gift cards be used to purchase? No, wow. Okay. So anyhow, yeah. So that is the new interagency military lifetime pass.
especially if you're combat veterans and everything, go get your passes and
Go get your pass. Go to the
Absolutely.
woods forever for
Enjoy.
$10.
Even if
Absolutely.
you paid the $10, I mean, it costs you more than that just to go into one of these places.
Yeah.
Take your family and just try and drive through Yellowstone Park and see if if you can do that for $10.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, doubt it.
Okay.
You
So-
follow me?
No, yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's just
It's a good thing what our government is doing for us.
right.
They don't do much sometimes.
I'm
but
waiting
a
for
lot
the
of
other
times
shoe
they
to
do.
drop now.
No, but the cool thing about it is that now you can go to places, so let's take a look, at some of these more popular parks throughout the country. You have places like Yosemite, you got
Yeah.
places like You know,
Yosemite, Yellowstone. You got
Grand
the
Tetons.
Custer State Park or National Park.
Yeah, up in the Badlands. You got
Yeah.
Crater Lake is a state park.
no Crater Lake is a national.
That's a national
park.
park.
National
Yeah, you
park.
go to Crater Lake.
Yep. Crater Lake out here on the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast, go hit up the Everglades.
Yeah.
Just watch out for danger noodles.
Yeah, don't go in the
Danger
water if
noodles
the
and
water's
gators.
if you see the twig and it's kind of bendy, stay away from it.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It is
Even
not
if
your
don't-
friend.
Even if it's not bendy, don't go do it. Leave it alone.
Right?
In fact, just stay out of the water altogether in the Everglades. Unless
That's the smartest move you can
if,
make.
if you don't live in the Everglades, just stay out of the water.
That thing you
Trust the
think
guy
about-
with the
yeah.
boat or with the fan boat. Trust the guy with the
Right.
fan boat.
Another cool place that I've actually wanted to go to, and I could not remember life of me for what it was. Zion.
Ooh, Zion
National Park
yep.
down in Utah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a cool one. Let's see, what's another one? Out on the Atlantic coast, you have Acadia. They're actually up there in Maine. You have the Acadia National Park. So that would actually be that'd be a pretty one to go see, especially in the fall.
Acadia.
It's up in Maine.
Okay.
So you get up there in northern New England, man, during fall, early fall when everything's changing
Right.
colors. Dude, that would be gorgeous up there.
It would be.
So, I mean, there's so many places to go. But I mean, especially this time of year, get out, go do
yeah.
something. The summer vacation time.
I mean, hell, vacation in general. If you just
Plan on it next
feel a need to leave.
I'm going to do it next weekend.
That's why I hear you're going up in the woods.
You're going to go to the woods. You're going to have to camp. And Mama's going, and
Good.
Len and Dave be there.
I
We're
don't
gonna do
care if we have to literally handcuff her or duct tape
Yeah.
her or whatever and throw
We're
her in
not-
the truck. She got to go.
We're going crabbing, and
Ryan and I already told her we'll be here.
do some fishing.
Take
and
care of
some
the animals.
climbing.
Take care of the plants. Go.
just put a little chloroform in a towel, knock her out.
Nap time.
Nap time all the way to
nap
all the way to
time.
camp.
Take her down there to the Manzanita down to the bottom there to the beach area, and take her for a walk in the moonlight on there.
Yeah.
Dancing in the moonlight. Oh, sorry.
So we're gonna head down that way Friday and come back Monday morning.
Good.
There you go.
All
That's
she
some
gotta do-
plans.
We get the kids to take care of the animals, and we're
Want to know
going.
another cool national park to go to?
Huh.
And this one, I actually forgot about this one. And I actually found out about it when I was back there a few years back. Hot Springs National
Ooh, I
Park
forgot about that one.
out there, Garland County, Arkansas.
Good old Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful area.
Yeah,
down-
I
and,
heard-
and what's funny is that, you got that, of course, you got that little, interstate rivalry between Arkansas and Missouri. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like Oklahoma and Texas. They always argue back and forth. What's the best thing come out of Texas? I-35. Same can be said for Oklahoma. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, well, one a little closer for me that haven't been to in a while is the Olympic National Forest up there in Washington.
Yes.
Up there in the rainforest.
Up there in the peninsula.
Yep,
Up there.
in the peninsula, up there in the rainforest. That's a beautiful place to go up there.
That
too.
is one area that I haven't really.
Now's a
dabbled
real
a
good time to go up there. The weather's
yeah.
just
Yep.
right.
That place right there is awesome to go to.
Well, while you guys,
And
they're also saying, you know what? One of the reasons I want to go this weekend is because they're talking 90s here in the 90s.
yeah, it's
for-
going to get hot again this weekend.
here.
Yeah.
Believe you me, I checked the weather the other day at the coast. It's like it's 65 there.
Right. Oh, and speaking of things with nature and other things like that, Carl, thank you very much. So this week, Thursday, another little tidbit of information. If you're within like pretty much the northern half of the U.S., like top 16,
Yeah,
17
pretty
states.
much from Salem north.
Well, even as far as south, they're saying even as far south as Cheyenne and Wyoming.
Maybe
They're
But,
talking it'll be visible northern lights
Yep.
This coming Thursday night between the
Yeah.
hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. At
Yes.
least out here.
It should be in
Yeah.
the northern part of the horizon for like here in Oregon.
Yeah,
You say
And
about 10 o'clock?
between 10 p.m.
Ish.
and 2 a.m. That's
so
why
it'll be here for a minute. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Thursday night, right?
so, which is actually kind of funny because we're getting into we're actually getting ready here next year. We'll be in the peak of this this current solar cycle.
Yeah.
So everything's just been constantly on the increase. Well, here they're talking, was it mid to late 2024? So like August, September timeframe is going to start.
things are dying
We're going
down
to start
again.
going on the downslide again. So it
Yeah.
kind of goes in like 5-6 year increments.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So, which is funny because if you talk to guys that spend a lot of time on the radio and stuff, and when I'm talking radio, I'm talking like, ham radio,
Ham
CB
radios.
radio,
Right.
stuff like that. Signal propagation has just been insane over the last couple of years. And it's funny
Yeah.
because it's actually increased its popularity in that hobby again.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, when you,
Whereas
whereas before when you couldn't make contact, yeah, I know. Freaking Carl Strumman, he's like, oh man, the skip is going to be wild. So,
Yeah, it should be Thursday night. It should be real wild.
right? I just might have to freaking jump on.
Yeah.
Freaking who knows, man? Freaking fire up, blow the dust off my base station. I haven't used in
Fire it
a
up,
while.
man. Fire it up.
Got it. It won't take a whole lot of juice to get out very
Yeah.
far either.
Like, I still got to
Yeah.
get one installed in my room.
Right? Yeah, Carl. When you have a 10-watt radio and you talk to Hawaii from Oregon, that's a pretty big deal. Well, it's funny because you talk about with propagation. The first radio that I ever had, first mobile CB radio I ever had, actually used to belong to somebody else that's sitting in this room. And it was an old Pierce Simpson Panther single sideband 23 channel radio. Had a Magnum mount antenna on it and everything else. When I first started putting my hands on this radio, it was in the cab of an old 1978 Ford F-250 with 400 big block Ford
Nice.
and a four-speed manual in it with the granny gear.
nice.
Yeah. Somebody over there.
Yeah.
And I actually, a few times I recall him talking on a standard 5 or 4 watts AM, 12-watt friggin' sideband from up here in this area. Drive around this neck of the woods, talking skip to guys down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it quite a few times.
Yeah. I was like, what? What?
You got me
I felt
thinking,
like,
no way.
yeah, I felt like the what no way guy. Yeah, what no
You got me
way?
thinking.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me thinking. I was trying to remember the name of the guy his radio name I used to talk to all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I guess I'm really getting old because I can't remember it.
Well, there was those Asian people we were messing with that one year out
And he
hunting.
was-
Which one now?
No, it wasn't those Asian people we were messing with. It was that white guy about frequency.
Oh, that was when we were elk hunting over in Central Oregon. You got frequency?
frequency.
He's like, hey, talking on sideband. He's just like, hey, I think you're on frequency. I got the radio. I'm like, what? I got frequency. Yay, I'm on frequency. Huh, doing the whole special ed thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Flashback to crank anchors for everyone old enough to understand.
I got am. What's this on the radio? It says am, fum, us, and luz. What was this?
I'm in the passenger seat just dying laughing. This went on for about a half an hour. If everyone's just trying to get this, and this dude's getting mad.
Oh, he was getting all sorts of flustered.
Not just changing the channel and going, this is dumb, but no, just staying on this particular
Well,
frequency.
what's funny is that we're up in the Central Oregon Cascades, right? And I'm actually, I'm getting a little bit of propagation up there, getting a little bit of what they call atmospheric bounce, where the
Right.
atmosphere is ionized. And
Right.
I'm breaking it down Barney style for some of the folks that are tuning in. So when you get that propagation, when the Earth's atmosphere is ionized just enough, when you transmit a signal, your signal will actually bounce off the atmosphere and come back down at another, at an exact
long
same
ways away.
angle.
A long ways
Yeah,
away.
a lot farther than what traditional line of sight would
Right.
be normally. And I was actually hitting this guy just on. He's a local guy. We all call him Sideband Doug, and this guy was notorious. If your radio even sounded even minutely off, no, he wouldn't adjust his to tune you in. No, he would tell you, nope, you're off. You're off. And he was notorious for just tearing people down. And so I wound up hitting him from where we were at. And this guy's like down towards like Monmouth or something.
I got it.
And I just started trolling the bejeebus out of him. And this guy was getting so flustered.
So mad.
It was hilarious because I was like, huh, yay, I'm on frequency. You got frequency? I'm on frequency. Yay. And he was getting, and he was like, hey, turn that damn echo. And so I just turned it up higher. I mean, anytime he would just start getting mad and start bitching
I'm over
about
in the
something.
corner like, you mad, bro?
And what's bad is I'm normally not what's bad is I'm normally not the kind of person that would, when I was talking on the radio with people, it's like, okay, there's you can joke around and pull shit on each other, whatever, have fun with. But this guy, no, he's one that just the mere opportunity to be able to peg his meter, slam it out, and just troll him. I was like, yep. He's one of those guys that deserved it.
This is happening.
And I was more than obliged.
The good thing about that, though, there's not very many of them out there on the radio. There's just a few.
Oh, contraire. So our good buddy Relic, a.k.a. Robert Chin, that was timing up here, he actually has a website that's together up here on out in the world of the interwebs.
Right.
cbterrorist.org. And he has a list. There is a list of people that are like this individual. These guys are the people that, they'll sit there, they'll throw dead keys and everything else, throw musical carriers and everything else just to sit there and drown the band out. It's like, really, guys? Come on. And it's like, you want to know who this person is? Here you go. Take the information and do what you want.
But I haven't been there for years on the radio anymore, but we didn't used to have that problem so much.
Welcome to the modern era.
Well, you'll get those guys that are just
how rude people can be. Why are they so rude?
Because they got nothing better to do.
Their parents weren't allowed to hit them as children.
Or excuse me, .com. Why was I thinking org? But yeah, .com. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, brother. So, matter of fact, I will go ahead and throw that website up right there. Boom. So for those of you that are
there it is,
watching our video feed at home, there you go.
Yeah, there was one side.
You can take that little tic tac of information and do what you want with it.
I haven't been to this campsite in years. But this is a campsite that I really want to go back to. It's a hike, but where there was the it's been 15, 20 years since I've been there. But the upper and lower Robin Lake in Washington.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you got me looking.
That is it's the Tuck. The Tuck and
wow,
Robin
all
Lake.
I did was type in upper and it popped right up.
Yeah, hiking Tuck and Robin Lakes. Those are, you look up the images for those.
Oh.
That's a place to go to. So
and that is actually up there.
Here's some of those images right here, Justin, for you.
Up there out of Skyhomish, Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Up there just north, like northeast of Snoqualmie Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I will go ahead. Give me one second.
There's some of those images from there.
You know what? I got to throw this up and share this with folks. I tell you what, that's pretty.
That's a decent hike to get outside, go camping. I've been there once, and I want to go back. That is a nice place to go camping.
Well, it's understandable.
So
here's
before you remind these people out here, all these vets and everything, that yes, we got the national parks and all that, the national free pass for that, but check your own states too, where you're living.
Yeah,
because I know Oregon, for one, and I believe Washington does too, give their vets free state passes to all the state parks. And everything.
I believe Washington does. Yeah, I believe they do.
Check with your own state, and you may have free passes to all the, even parks where it's a day use only.
Yeah.
You can use that pass to go there and use it and have your picnics or whatever there for the day.
Yeah, so get the federal
So-
and the national parks one, and get your local ones too.
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause
And-
you, and then get out
they
there
got
and
goats.
enjoy it.
Oh yeah, there's goats up
They
there.
got fighting
Yeah.
goats.
No, they're like small mountain goats.
That's
they're
what-
like
no,
little
they're
itty bitty mountain goats.
fighting goats.
Mm-hmm. Them's fighting goats and freaking.
Them's fighting goats.
yeah.
But you gotta watch out for the humping bears.
Yeah, next to the humping bears and them big old cougars that you get at Applebee's. and
Mountain
shit.
cougars. Mountain cougars, fighting goats, and humping bears. So, dude, this is a gorgeous area
Yeah,
up there.
it
Hey, look
is-
at another fighting goat.
It's beautiful up there. But yeah, them little fighting goats are actually little fighting goats. They're not big. They're the little tiny mountain goats.
Over the Wenatchee National Forest where this is at, huh?
Yeah.
That's just gorgeous up there, dude. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, just
Them's mountains. All them East Coast people. If you're an East Coast person, check that out. That's what a mountain looks like. Okay.
hey, is that Dapper? I just asked because he's got the Patagonia hat on.
We're talking about the national parks, but the state park of Oregon. I just heard something the other day. They changed the rule on that for reservations or something. You can call same day and
Oh yeah, you can reserve same day now.
Oh.
Whereas before,
You
what was
had
it? You had to reserve
weeks.
2 weeks out. Yeah, now you can do it same day.
Nice.
So
That's better. Good
Oh, yeah.
job.
right.
no, I just wanted to throw that in there so people could know that they could still, if you haven't got your reservations made, try it again.
Yep. So anyhow, yeah, this is Robin Lakes area that that Lone Star was just talking about. It's a gorgeous area up there. So East Coast here. I've been to New England and Colorado. That's fair. Well, yeah.
Wait, you've been to New England? Okay, Colorado? Gotcha. New England?
Northern Appalachian. Well, Northern Appalachians, yeah, you actually get pretty good terrain up there.
That's a good medium-sized mountain range. It's okay.
Well, it's funny. Let's take it. Well, what is? Tell you what, we're gonna Google something right quick, since we're still on.
Okay.
I got to find that picture I've got at home. I got from my folks when they passed away. I've got a picture there of Pikes Peak,
Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that.
and they were up there. The picture of my folks on Pikes Peak, and a couple of pictures of the whole thing.
Yeah.
1939, 1938, 1939, something like that. Late 30s.
Yeah.
A picture of it and everything was showing the park and all that up there. I'll have to dig that out and show you guys.
That'd be cool.
You'd like that.
Yeah, but what were you looking up
Wow.
over there?
Okay, so the tallest peak in the Appalachians, and it's actually not in Maine.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, yeah.
Where is it at? No Cackalack, North Carolina. Mount Mitchell is the name of it. At an elevation of 6,684 feet.
6,000 feet, huh?
Just over 6,600 feet. Congratulations, you're 300 feet above Colorado Springs. Yay!
Yippee-yay.
That's why I say, look up Mount Rainier, please. You know, the one that's on the Washington State license plate.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now let's take a look here. Like, since, we all know that,
and also Mount Hood, for
yeah, I was going to say
example.
Mount Hood.
Now, let's look up Mount Hood for a second. There you go.
11,249
That's
feet.
why I said, like, so the tallest mountain in the Appalachian Trail is
An Appalachian mountain train.
is almost
It's just over half.
over half the size of an average mountain on the West Coast.
Now, Let's go a little bit farther north, shall we? Let's go to our friends up in the Evergreen State.
Okay.
Mount Rainier,
Not right here.
14,411.
And I believe the tallest mountain in North America, I believe, is Denali.
Denali.
Denali. And guess what coast that's on?
Way up north.
East Coasters, I'm sorry, you don't have mountains.
You got hills. You have passes.
You just don't. It's
Yeah.
nothing to be ashamed of.
But you have mountain passes compared to our mountains. Anyhow, guys, we're coming up here at the top of the hour. So, yeah, Lone Star
shut up.
Pops.
Well, it's been a good Monday night to start the week out with, and we've given you guys some ideas. I hope about getting out and going and seeing our country and realizing how great a country it can be. So, God bless everybody, and we'll be seeing you again next week.
Yeah, I sure hope we'll see you next week. But yeah, get out, enjoy some air. Maybe go buy one of those great East Coast beers, Yingling. You know, like you guys got good beer over there. There's no
Yingling.
mountains, but you got good beer.
Because push comes to shove, you can always talk to your cousin from Boston. Have your Boston Lager.
Yeah.
You Sam Adams.
but go get yourself a Yingling. Them things are delicious. All right, that's all I got.
All right. All right, guys. Take care. Do appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll talk to you on Wednesday night for an episode of Hump Day Hangover with myself and the Eoka Plate. Take care, everybody. We gone.